Hey everybody! So today I'm gonna review one of my favorite pieces of gear that I own, that I've used super consistently over the past 2 or 3 years. This is the Patagonia 19 degree top zip sleeping bag. This year it was re-released as the Fitzroy bag. So if you see the Fitzroy sleeping bag by Patagonia, that is this. This, like I mentioned, is a top zip, which most of you are used to probably a mummy bag that zips from the side. This is utilizing 850 down, and it's power down fill. So it's really, really high quality. The length that I use is regular, and the weight is 32 ounces, which is super, super, super lightweight for essentially a 20 degree sleeping bag. In a compression bag, it becomes like that big. The bag that I like to compress with is the extra small Granite Gear compression bag. It works great and it fits this bag really nice. So I am a cold sleeper and I use this bag for about half of the year every year. It has some pros and cons with it that I will definitely hit on. And this review is going to probably be really short because there's not a ton of features on sleeping bags. So this beautiful bag has a front zip, which for most is a little bit unusual. Why I really like this is that I'm tent bound in the Alpine often because of storms and weather and all that good stuff. And so what a top zip bag allows you to do is to kind of be more comfy than you could be in a mummy zip. You can sit up in it without the bag coming off of you. You know, you just unzip the front bit and prop yourself up and good to go. This bag is much roomier than a traditional mummy. And you can see this is a regular, and on me, it's almost double my body. And my hips are a little bit more than half, but not much. And so in this style bag, I'm able to sit cross-legged in this. And when I sleep, I'm able to lay on my side and do that thing we all do we shouldn't do, where we're like all sideways and twisted. And this is the only bag I've ever used where that's even on the table, even a possibility. So you're able to get really nice, comfy sleeps in and just comfy rests in with it because of how wide it is. And with it being wide, if you're a larger person and you're looking for a super awesome bag that will comfortably fit your body, you might want to look at this. I often have requests from people wondering what bags are able to fit a bigger person. And I think whether you're just big in stature or a little bit rounder, I think that this bag is absolutely worth trying because it's just really, really spacious, which is unusual in a sleeping bag, and it's really very nice. If you need to be venting in the night, it's got dual zippers so that you're able to do that. And I mean, you can take it really far down. So while it is rated for 19 degrees, you could easily use it more or less as like, I mean, how I use it all the way through 60 to 70 degrees because I'll just use it more like a quilt. And it's just super cozy. If you've used like Nano Air products, the inside of this sleeping bag is made from that, so you'll know how incredibly like nice that feels on the skin. If you toss and turn a lot, you're not gonna stick to the bag and make it roll with you, but you're gonna be able to slide, which is really nice. This has incredibly nice pull strings that are super long, and that's true for the whole bag. So even if you have gloves or mittens on, you would be able to use them. And in the dark of night, you can feel them because they're so big. The one con with that is if you're really cinched in there tight, sometimes this guy, I find, the outside zip pull, that'll get you in the face. And I don't love that, but it's worth it because it's there and it's nice and it's apparent and you're not gonna lose track of where your zipper is. The hood is one of my favorite parts. It really, really cinches down super tight. And it uses little buttons that are on the inside that you press and you just pull. And I mean, you can really cinch this guy down and I do this often if I want to be extra cozy or make it extra dark. You could have just that little of a little nose opening. And I don't think everyone likes that, but I know I like that. And if you're dealing with extreme temperatures, it's really nice. So the one thing I will say, and this is something that I've never really seen because you don't see many women reviewing this bag. So women specific bags are a thing because they're more tailored to fit our bodies and to fit our curves. And they're usually cut a little bit narrower in places because with down you want a pretty good fit. And that's why the temperature rating applies. Because it's assuming that it's gonna fit you in the right way. And that's why it's rated to, in this case, 19 degrees. So I will say that because it runs so wide, you're not getting that perfect fit and it leaves room for air. Which to me means I can take this comfortably down to 30. So I'm not ever taking it by itself down to 20 or any lower, but I'm comfortable taking it down to 30. If I'm using this in colder weather than that, that means that I'm going to be using like 400 weight base layers, or using some kind of mummy liner. And so that's just something to note for specifically like slim cut men or women. It's a very awesome bag, but that temperature rating is for if it fits you a little bit more snug. And yeah, I think if you're a hot sleeper, then disregard what I've said, because then it probably would work perfect. And with that power fill, you're really getting kind of the best down that you could get for this type of bag. Like I said, I've used this bag a ton and there's absolutely no damage to it. It does not lose feathers as easily as many bags that I've used. I think I want to say I've had it for 3 years. I believe I have washed it just once. And it is basically as good as new. And so it's not one of those bags that is easily dirtied, which is just great. The baffling on it is really nice. It's very thoughtful. It has extra down in the foot box and the head, and a little bit in the kidney area, which is really good for staying warm, to have in your sensitive spots a little bit extra down. And yeah, I don't know too much what else there is to say about it. Out of all the sleeping bags that I've tried, and I've tried probably 20 to 50, kind of depending on temperature rating, and if you throw quilts in there, it would be on the higher end. This is one of the few pieces of gear out of all the gear that I have not sold or traded for a different model or been lukewarm on. This is one of my favorite items that I own. I love the front zip, and I love it so much that I don't think I could ever go back to a side zip for a bag of this temperature rating. It makes it so comfortable in the tent. And when you have to get up in the middle of the night to pee, it is so much easier to just zip the front and step out of your bag. instead of having to do like the whole maneuvering of getting in and out of a side. And with the top zip, if you do move a lot, you're not gonna be doing that thing where the zip's here and you roll on your side and then suddenly you can't get out of your bed because you're literally laying on the zipper. I know for me that was always an issue, and this bag really took care of it. Because of the top zip, you also are able to, like if you would be car camping or something, I've not actually ever done this with it, but I imagine it would be perfect. If you have like chairs, or if you're backpacking and you have chairs, just something to sit on, it would be perfect to be like a blanket where you can just unzip the whole thing and wear it, or, you know, have your feet in it and top zip up to your waist or something. Just super cozy. And oh my gosh, the inside fabric, like there's just something so pleasing about it. And Patagonia is the only company that makes a fabric that feels like this. And it's just wonderful. It's really nice. So the only cons I really have are that if you're a smaller person, it's very wide and that lets in air. And so you need to kind of judge that temperature rating for yourself. To me, I would never take it down to the 20 degrees without a little bit extra layers or a mummy liner or something like that. But a really big con is that if you're a bigger cut person, this might be a bag that changes your life and that is so comfy and fits you, and is just also super high quality, super thoughtful. I always feel good recommending Patagonia stuff just because of what they try to achieve with their company and their business model, the ethics that they try to keep as a company. I think it's really important. And so when Patagonia is very innovative, it's an exciting time. So yeah, this is the Patagonia 19 degree top zip, and it's now known as the Patagonia Fitzroy. Have a good day, everyone.